The Coffeehouse Portfolio is a popular lazy portfolio that slices up the traditional 60-40 stocks bonds portfolio. Here we'll look at its components and the best ETFs to use in its construction. The Coffeehouse Portfolio was created by financial advisor Bill Schultheis. His philosophy is to adopt a set and forget portfolio, ignore Wall Street, and get on with your life. I can get behind that. His book, basically titled the same thing, can be found on Amazon. Schultheis basically took the classic 60-40 portfolio and tilted toward risk factors that we'd expect to pay a premium via small cap stocks and value stocks. The Coffeehouse portfolio looks like this: 10% large cap stocks, 10% small cap stocks, 10% large cap value, 10% small cap value, 10% REITs, 10% international stocks, and 40% bonds. The Coffeehouse portfolio takes the traditional 60-40 stocks bonds portfolio and puts a barbell on stocks and tilts value. I like both of these ideas, and I do it in my own portfolio. Unlike the all-weather portfolio and the golden butterfly portfolio, the Coffeehouse portfolio steers clear of gold. I can get behind that idea too. Also, unlike those two, the Coffeehouse portfolio is not really meant to minimize volatility and drawdowns. Rather, it uses the established size and value factor premia to overweight small cap stocks and value stocks, and overweights REITs for a potential diversification benefit. The primary criticism is that this portfolio underrepresents international stocks. About half of the global stock market is outside the US. The Coffeehouse portfolio inherently has what's called home country bias, only allocating 10% to international stocks. The prescribed Coffeehouse portfolio doesn't actually even specify the type of bonds to use for the 40% slice. The natural inclinations would be total bond market, total treasury bond market, or intermediate treasury bonds. You could also incorporate international bonds here if you wanted to. For the sake of simplicity in this video, and since we know treasury bonds should be superior to corporate bonds when held alongside stocks, I'm going to use GOVT, an ETF from iShares, which is a total US Treasury bond market fund. Its duration is about 8 years, so it behaves much like an intermediate treasury bond fund. Other sensible choices for this 40% slice could be BND, the Vanguard Total US Bond Market Fund, BNDW, Vanguard's Total World Bond Market Fund, half BND and half BNDX, which would achieve roughly the same thing as BNDW, VGIT, Vanguard's Intermediate Treasury Bond Fund, or half GOVT and half IGOV, which would get you Global Treasury Bond Market Exposure. Going back to 1993, here's the Coffeehouse portfolio's performance versus an S&P 500 index fund and its 60-40 benchmark through May 2022. As we'd expect, the Coffeehouse portfolio achieves a higher risk-adjusted return with lower volatility than the S&P 500, but the S&P beats it on strict CAGR. Notice how the Coffeehouse portfolio basically traded off decades of outperformance with its 60-40 benchmark. This is due to the cyclical nature of the aforementioned size and value factor premia, as well as the addition of REITs in the portfolio. You should be able to construct the Coffeehouse portfolio with popular ETFs at any major broker. I think M1 Finance is a great choice because it makes regular rebalancing seamless and easy, has zero transaction fees, and incorporates dynamic rebalancing for new deposits. I wrote a comprehensive review of the platform that I'll provide a link to in the description. So utilizing mostly low-cost Vanguard funds, we can construct the Coffeehouse portfolio like this: VOO at 10%, VB at 10%, RPV at 10%, VIOV at 10%, VNQ at 10%, VXUS at 10%, and GOVT at 40%. I'll provide a link for this pie in the description below for viewers who happen to use M1 Finance. What do you think of the Coffeehouse portfolio? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Some of the links below are referral links at no additional cost to you. If you choose to make a purchase or sign up for a service after clicking through those links, I may receive a small commission. This allows me to continue producing high quality content on this channel and pays for the occasional cup of coffee. I have first-hand experience with every product or service I recommend, and I recommend them because I genuinely believe they are useful.